It is the day before rifle season here in West Virginia, and I'm out doing what I like to do, and that's going to a brand new spot that I've never been to. So this is actually an area that I've been wanting to hunt for a long time, that I've been eyeballing, and I just wasn't feeling anything going on at home. So I was like, you know what, there's no better time than now to come explore new ground. So that's what I'm doing. And to push me over the edge a little bit, we got some snow that rolled through the past 3-4 days, and this area got hit pretty good. And I was actually worried about getting in here because it's a little higher elevation, but there's about 4 or 5 inches still left on the ground, and the road is just wet, so perfect. It's not probably going to get warm enough for this snow to melt over the next couple days, so it should be absolutely perfect conditions for still hunting. Nice soft snow and not that cold, so it's always exciting, like the night before opening day of rifle. I don't know, I grew up rifle hunting with my dad and my granddad, and just always looked forward to it. Dad passed away this past July, so I'll definitely be thinking of him as I'm out here on the mountain. Hopefully we can put a buck down for old Pops. That's the goal. Not after a monster, just a good buck. I think we can get her done. With camp done and the sun setting, I was excited for opening day in the mountains of my home state. At daylight, I was situated on the edge of a ridge with a clear cut behind me as well as in front of me, and my quick scouting mission the day before showed plenty of buck sign and lots of fresh tracks in the snow, so I was hopeful that a buck would show himself. It wasn't long after first light and I spotted a buck behind me roughly 100 yards away through the timber. Shortly after the buck bedded, a mature doe appeared in front of me and bedded on the edge of the ridge below me. I was feeling good about my spot, and with the buck and doe both bedded in gun range, I had a good feeling about the rest of the morning. And it didn't take long after spotting the other deer when I spotted yet another buck headed my direction. With the buck getting closer and closer, I decided that if he gave me a good shot, I was going to take him. Mission accomplished. Solid West Virginia buck. Beautiful deer. Beautiful hunt. I've killed bigger, but man, this one means a lot to me. Up here in the mountains in a spot that I've always wanted to hunt. First morning in, and we got it done. Oh, sorry, the sun's bright here. Just, that was meant to be. Like, that was just, the way that worked out was just absolutely perfect. Set up between these two clear cuts on the edge of this ridge where it drops off real steep. I had a buck come in this morning behind me, decent buck, 2.5-year-old, and he bedded down back there, and then I had a doe come in and she bedded down here below me, and I kind of stopped paying attention to the buck. Well, I looked back there and he had got up, and I was watching him, and then I kind of lost sight of him after a little bit. And then I looked back there and I see a deer, and I assumed it was the same buck. I picked up my binos and I was like, shoot, that's a different buck. And he's a pretty good buck. So I got the gun, and I was like, if he gives me a good shot, I'm going to shoot him. This sucker come walking right down the edge of the ridge, right to me, and ended up shooting him in bow range. It was meant to be. Quick kill. I mean, he was dead in seconds. Just absolutely perfect. Beautiful morning here in the mountains of West Virginia. Just absolutely cannot beat it. That one's for Dad right there. That's for you, Pops. The hardest part is not being able to call him right now and tell him that I got one. Man, I'm thankful. That was awesome. I'm not gonna lie, my 2024 season was a tough one, and to put my tag on a beautiful buck on public land in my home state sure felt good. Man, you really couldn't ask for a much prettier hunt this morning. In the mountains, in the snow, public land, place I've never been to. Beautiful buck. Thank you, buddy. Nice, quick, clean kill. Just a spot I picked on the map. come in here yesterday afternoon. The main spot that I pinned on the map was this ridge over here, and there's a saddle on the back side. But I walked up in here yesterday afternoon. There were some pretty good signs, some fresh tracks in the snow. So I was like, you know what, this would be a great place to start in the morning. So that's exactly what I did. Set up in the saddle and saw a buck before this one. I had a doe come in, and then at about 9:40 I spotted this guy, and he come walking right to me, and it was just absolutely perfect. So I'm super tickled. This is actually my first public land buck in West Virginia, believe it or not. I've been trying to get one for several years and it just hasn't paid off, but here in the Mon National Forest, just absolutely gigantic public land, tons and tons of room to roam. Just an absolutely beautiful place. Just a picture perfect hunt this morning, and I am super, super thankful. Oh, it's always a good day when you got a buck on your back. Yeah, I just love this stuff, I tell you. Like I said, it's been a tough season. Just with losing my dad, and just seems like every trip I've went on this year, it's just not paid off. I've had bad weather, just had a rough time getting on deer. But that's hunting, you know. Nobody said it was going to be easy, and it certainly hasn't been this year. I hope you enjoyed this hunt from last year, and as always, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time here on Tethrd Nation.